You're a feisty little one, but you'll soon learn some respect.
Hello there, Star Wars fans. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about the Flametrooper. So I have a lot because I've put a whole bunch up on my store. I'm not a scalper, okay? This figure is from the Gaming Greats line, and I just can't wait to open him. He does look very similar to the Imperial Hoth Trooper, but I think there are some differences, obviously. Now, the interesting thing about this character is that there have been flame-throwing characters in Star Wars ever since the beginning in 1977. And I was really young, 6 years old, and I thought that scene with Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru, where it was quite horrific. And the flamethrower itself is actually when you think about it, it's actually a really horrific weapon to use on someone. I was watching some documentaries on the Japanese island during World War II. The Americans would have a lot of flamethrowers, and they would basically have to, you know, flush out the soldiers who were dug into their positions, pillboxes and caves, and the only way to get them to come out was to use this horrible weapon, and the Japanese were absolutely terrified of it. And it's interesting because one of the veterans, he's an American Marine, he said that the average life expectancy of a flamethrower was about 5 minutes, because obviously you now become a walking target. Everybody who's on the other side is now aiming at you. And also there's a little bit of, let's say, a misunderstanding. If someone shoots a bullet through your tank of gasoline, you know, it's not going to explode, okay? So sometimes in the movies, in those old, you know, First World War, Second World War movies, you see the flamethrower team move into position, and then a sniper fires a shot, and then it explodes, and they all catch on fire. That simply wouldn't happen. I mean, if you damaged the flamethrower, the cylinders, then obviously it would leak all of the gasoline, and then that would be all over you, and then you would stand a much higher chance of setting yourself on fire. So, I mean, you know, on the one hand, it's a terrifying weapon, but at the same time, it's very risky being the flame trooper yourself. Don't shoot! Let him burn! Okay, recently we were lucky enough to get the deluxe Black Series Boba Fett. That he comes with these flame accessories, so I am extremely tempted to take those out and then try my best to attach them to his flamethrower. And I do remember that we've had the Incinerator Trooper from The Mandalorian. There's that famous scene where Moff Gideon, he actually tells them, burn them out, or he says, flush them out. And we had in the Bad Batch recently, close your ears if you don't want to hear any spoilers, there was an awful scene involving Crosshair and a flamethrower. So yeah, I mean, it seems to come up regularly in Star Wars, and personally, I would be terrified of someone coming towards me with a flamethrower. Okay, let's take Boba off, and let's go ahead and open this guy up. The box is really, really nice. It's got the Gaming Great sticker on the front, and he comes from the video game. He's in Battlefront. You can correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section. And he's also in Jedi Fallen Order, and then it gives you a little description on the back as well. All right, let's get this open. Okay, I'm going to give you some sound advice here, because I see way too many people doing this in their videos, just literally taking their thumb and then just pushing the figure out of the plastic. But if you have an action figure with an accessory, it's a backpack, it's a, you know, this guy's the Flametrooper, or it could be a jetpack for a Mandalorian. I know that most of them are detachable, right? But even still, you gotta be careful when you take these out. So I always suggest you go do the extremities first. So pop the head out, pop the arms out, you know, pop the legs out, and then once you get to there, then you kind of shimmy the figure out, but always, you know, checking to make sure this piece is okay. Otherwise you'll end up with a broken accessory or something that's like bent and out of shape, like these little tubes down here. Obviously this is for hooking onto his flamethrower gun, right? Okay, close-up time. I really like the helmet and this part here. His head is not going to move much. I already knew that before taking him out of the box. I could see it would be nice if you could get more of a rotation on his on the neck joint, and also he kind of does lack a bit of paint here and there. It'll be nice to have a few more touches of color. I really did like the weathering effect on the Imperial Hoth Trooper. That was really nice. This guy's a lot whiter. His helmet and his backpack, obviously the paint and everything, it looks completely different, so I like that. And it's like Hasbro actually quite smart. It's like they're repurposing their own figures. So the pauldron has been turned upside down, and I think the chest plate is the same, but obviously just with slightly different, maybe slightly different colors on it. And the part that sticks out the most that I can tell is new are his boots. Okay, so this guy's got brand new boots. He doesn't have the same army boots as the Hoth Trooper. Let's take this off. Wow, I guess these things are interchangeable. All the other action figures, you can just try, you know, putting different accessories on the back of different action figures. This one's really nice. I like the orange stripe on it, and the orange stripe on the back of the helmet looks cool too. This bit here looks really how to say, not that strong, so I'd be careful to, you know, when you're putting this on the weapon and then just like pulling it off, don't yank it. I'd be very gentle with this section here. So for the actual weapon itself, the blaster, is this a blaster? No, it's a flamethrower. It's a very long rifle, and it has a lovely red tip on the end to give it that hot glow as if it's just been used on someone. Ew. It's got quite a lot of detail on it as well. So I like this bit at the end here, which should tuck into his shoulder, or, you know, under the armpit. Nice. The stock of the rifle. Okay, I got it attached. So you want to push it in a fair way, not too far, but at the same time you don't want to break it. And also, if you just push it in slightly, just a little bit, it will just pop straight back out again, and you'll never be able to get him into any poses. So just be super careful with these accessories here. Okay, for articulation, I mean, he's like very basic. You know, he's got like the default mold. You know, he's got the shoulders with little like butterfly joints in there that go back. That's nice. He can rotate the wrist. He's got a single joint for the elbow. Got a very flexible diaphragm, 360 degrees. Oh, now he's wearing a woman's dress. That's nice. Knee pads are cool. Double jointed knees. And again, like I said before, his boots are new. He's got rockers on the shoes. Yeah, he's too white, in my opinion. I mean, you guys, if you have a marker, you know, one of those special markers, and or just a little touch of paint, you could just add a little bit of you know, extra touches of color here and there, and I think it would look a little bit better. So it's up to you. Right, let's put this guy into some poses. Flush them out. Today I had wicked fun with the Flametrooper. I couldn't help myself. I had to unbox Boba Fett's flame accessory. By the way, this is the exact same as the Incinerator Trooper, I'm pretty sure. Alright guys, if you wanted to put that on the end of his rifle on the tip, it's challenging. You can use a pin, you can glue it on, you can use tape, but it does make your figure kind of top heavy, and it's difficult to get that, you know, the center of gravity and balance the figure when you're trying to put it in poses. So anyway, don't play with fire, okay? And don't play with matches, says Paw Patrol Marshall. Daddy, what's a match? I'm so old. Do we have matches anymore? Okay, don't forget to subscribe. I'm on Facebook and I'm on Instagram too. Return of the Nerd Star Wars. May the Force be with you always.